Hey everybody, Chicory Brawl Stars here, and today I have a rank 30 Pam that I pushed in Showdown, and I'm going to give you an example of a game that I played, and a couple of tips on pushing Pam. So right here, I recommend going to the middle immediately, because number one, that's where everyone else goes, so it's easier to find teammates there, and if you go and try to find other things, it might take other boxes. A lot of people are going to be in the middle and already have started teaming up, so at this point, no one seems to be teaming, so I'm not going to. Except for the 8-bit, so I decided to take the advantage and use him as a teammate. 8-bits, in general, will be your teammate, will be like a decent teammate until the very end. And they'll just completely slaughter you. This guy was actually a good one. BB is generally a pretty easy matchup, except for in this kind of scenario because of the walls. Right there, I put the turret down so I can get a little bit of feeling from the crow, but that didn't help out too much. Thank God the 8-bit didn't kill me here, I would have been completely destroyed. Here, it's just a bit of back and forth with the crow right now. This is honestly a pretty tame rank 30, to be honest. I end up pushing Pam from 593, all the way to 1,000 in literally a span of 12 hours. And that wasn't even playing the whole 12 hours. She's pretty good in this meta, especially in Showdown and a few other modes. And there's pretty much no bad matchups in Showdown at all. There's bad matchups in specific scenarios, but in general, she honestly does fine against everything. Crow is pretty much a 50-50, kind of, sort of. Without Gadget, Crow is just a complete easy dub, but Gadget just makes it so much worse. Here, I'm just playing a real passive. I'm not trying to shoot too much. That was definitely just an accidental honoring by the 8-bit. The Leon took him out. I'm gonna keep the 8-bit as a teammate for a little bit, because Leon still has a chance of taking him out. Because Leon does a bit more burst damage. Well, no, Pam does more, but Pam's bullets are really off. And here I just took out the 8-bit. After the 8-bit took out the Leon, and that was it. I gained 6 trophies. This was actually me trying to push higher than rank 30, but I kept shifting back and forth to the point where there was no point. In terms of matchups to avoid, there's really no matchups to avoid, really, especially in solo Showdown. I just recommend staying a little bit further away from crows, unless you're in like a wide open map where you can shoot. Crows and Pams generally have a similar range. And I'm also going to go over things to team with. Other Pams are amazing to team with because you're the same brawler, so they're going to feel more inclined to keep you alive. And 8-bits are good because they have extra life star power. That's really kind of crows. Crows are another one you definitely want to team with because they're just so annoying to other brawlers. And as long as you can get the trust of one of them, at the end of the game, you can easily take them out if you guys get first and second. And also, I want to include the fact that I didn't have Gadget at all during this whole push, so I did this completely without Gadget at all. And now I'm going to go for some of the matchups to, like, go for tanks, with just short-range tanks. Jackie is a bit of a different story. You don't want to push too hard, but if you're in, like, a decently wide-open area and some of the walls are destroyed, then it'll be pretty good. Brox is another one. But Brox have a tendency to be somewhat mean, but they're not terrible. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, this is Chicory Brawl Stars signing off, and I'll see you in the next video.